Malaga Radio.
Freshly squeezed.
The juice on all the daily events along the coast.
With just a little bit of zest.
Hola, and welcome to episode 25 of the Malaga Radio Weekly Diary. I'm Carmen.
And I'm Baptiste, and we're here to help you plan an unforgettable week on the Costa del Sol.
This episode covers everything happening from Monday, June 30 to Sunday, July 6, 2025. And let me tell you, it's bursting with festivals, art, concerts, and adventures.
Whether you're a first-time visitor or local looking for something new, we've got you covered. From candlelit flamenco nights to sunrise paddleboarding, Michelin-starred meals to wild buggy rides in the hills.
So grab your coffee, kick back, and let us be your insider guide to the best of what's happening this week on the Costa Sol.
Ready? Let's dive into the magic of summer, starting with our special spotlight.
Malaga Radio.
Before we get into the week's events, we wanted to take you on a little journey because sometimes the best memories aren't about dates on a calendar, but places that capture the soul of the Costa del Sol. And this week, we've found one that's truly special.
At Benahavís, a mountain village tucked just 15 minutes inland from Marbella, they call it the dining room of Andalusia, and once you wander its winding whitewashed streets, you'll understand why. It's a place where time slows down, laughter drifts across candle-lit terraces, and every evening feels like an invitation to celebrate.
Benahavís' story begins over 1,000 years ago. First settled in the 11th century as a Moorish outpost, its name comes from Benahavís, meaning son of Havis in Arabic. You'll still see hints of those medieval roots today, from ancient watchtowers on the surrounding hills to the impressive Montemayor castle, perched high above the village.
But Benahavís isn't just a relic of history. It's a living, breathing village that's become a magnet for food lovers from around the world. Over the decades, chefs and restaurateurs turned it into a culinary haven, blending rustic Andalusian traditions with modern twists and international flavors.
And it's not just what's on the plate, it's the setting. Narrow cobbled lanes lined with blooming jasmine, cozy squares lit by old lanterns, and mountain views that seem to glow at sunset. Spend an afternoon here and you'll find yourself slipping into a different rhythm, one where long lunches stretch into evening strolls, and every meal feels like a feast.
Coming up, we'll explore the dishes, the iconic restaurants, and why Benahavís might just be the best spot on the coast for an unforgettable evening out. Let's start with what makes Benahavís famous, the food. This village has one of the highest concentrations of restaurants per square meter in Andalusia, and locals will tell you it's a place where chefs come to prove themselves.
Classic Andalusian dishes are at the heart of it all. Think rich rabo de toro, tender oxtail, slow cooked until it falls apart, or freshly grilled sardines, known here as espetos, sizzling over open flames. These aren't fancy plates, but flavors that tell the story of the land and sea.
If you want to dine like a local, Los Abanicos is a must. It's an institution here, a restaurant where tables spill out onto the narrow street and the portions are as generous as the hospitality. Try their signature lamb, slow roasted until it practically melts in your mouth, or their homemade gazpacho, perfect for a warm evening.
Then there's a Benahavís restaurant set inside a charming boutique hotel. This place elevates Andalusian classics with creative touches. Imagine pan-seared foie gras with a splash of local sweet wine or a seafood paella bursting with prawns and mussels cut just down the coast.
And for something unexpected, there's the Escuela de Hostelería, the local hospitality school where up-and-coming chefs craft refined tasting menus that rival some of the coast's top restaurants. It's one of Benahavís' best-kept secrets and a chance to see the future of Spanish cuisine unfold right on your plate.
From cozy family-run spots to fine dining under the stars, Benahavís doesn't just feed you, it seduces you with every bite. And no matter where you sit, you'll find yourself surrounded by the hum of happy diners, the clink of wine glasses, and the rich scent of garlic and olive oil drifting through the night air.
Coming up, we'll take you beyond the table to the walks, adventures, and hidden corners that make Benahavís an experience you'll remember long after the last dish is cleared.
Of course, Benahavís isn't just a place to eat, it's a place to explore. If you're up for a little adventure, the Gualdamena River Walk is one of the village's hidden gems. Picture wading through crystal-clear pools, scrambling over boulders, and even jumping into natural rock pools. It's canyoning with a side of pure exhilaration.
Or if you prefer something gentler, the Acequia Trail is perfect. It's a scenic walk that follows ancient Moorish irrigation channels along the hillsides. The views over the valley and distant sea are breathtaking, especially as the sun begins to set.
History lovers shouldn't miss the climb up to Montemayor Castle. Built over 1,000 years ago, its ruins stand watch over the coast, and on clear days, you can see all the way to Africa. The silence up there, broken only by the wind, makes it a magical spot to imagine the centuries of stories these stones have seen.
After exploring, you'll want somewhere special to rest. Hotels here range from rustic charm to boutique luxury. Hotel Benahavís, for example, feels like stepping into a storybook. Each room themed around a different Spanish legend, complete with hand-painted tiles and balconies overlooking the village.
Or check out Grand Hotel Benahavís Spa for something a bit grander with lush gardens and a tranquil pool. Perfect for a dip after a morning hike or a lazy afternoon before dinner.
And don't forget to take a moment just to wander. Benahavís is full of hidden courtyards, tiny art galleries, and corners bursting with bougainvillea, all waiting to be discovered. It's a village made for lingering.
Coming up, we'll wrap it all together with the perfect weekend plan, plus practical tips to make your trip smooth and unforgettable. So, how do you turn Benahavís into the perfect weekend? We'd start with a Friday afternoon arrival, check into a cozy hotel like a Benahavís or a boutique stay with a pool. Then head out for your first dinner, where the village comes alive with clinking glasses, sizzling grills, and the soft glow of lanterns.
Saturday morning, get adventurous, try canyoning in the Guadamina River or a scenic hike along the Asiquiac Trail. Reward yourself with a long lunch on a shady terrace, then maybe sneak in a siesta by the pool. By evening, pick a different restaurant for a new culinary twist, and don't be afraid to ask the locals where they'd go.
On Sundays, into the day with a stroll through the village's quiet streets, maybe grab a light brunch and soak in the mountain views before heading home. It's the kind of weekend that fills you up not just with food, but with memories.
And here's the best part. We've listed even more of Benahavís' standout restaurants, unique venues, and hidden gems on malagaradio.net. So head to the site for all the details, including opening times, booking tips, and insider notes.
Plus, keep an eye on your podcast feed. We're already planning a dedicated Benahavís episode later this month, where we'll dive even deeper into the flavors, stories, and experiences of this magical village.
Until then, remember, you can find everything we've mentioned and so much more on malagoradio.net. And if you do make it to Benahavís, send us your photos or stories. We'd love to share them on air.
Up next, we're diving into the week's most colorful events with our festivas and traditions. From vibrant ferias to timeless local celebrations, you won't want to miss.
Malaga Radio.
This week, the Costa del Sol is alive with traditions, from village saints' days to unique historical celebrations. If you're here now, you've picked the perfect time to soak up some authentic Andalusia.
Let's start with one of the most surprising, the Fiesta del Fort de Julio in Málaga. Yes, you heard that right. A 4th of July festival in a tiny Andalusian village. Málaga has a fascinating historical link to the American Revolution through Bernardo de Galvez, who helped the U.S. win independence. Each year, the town throws a colorful party with reenactments, period costumes, live music, and even traditional American barbecues mixed with local delicacies.
It's a joyful, unexpected celebration. You'll see villagers dressed in 18th century garb, parades winding through cobbled streets, and stalls offering everything from chorito to classic American ribs. There's even a tasting of mead liquor, a nod to what Spanish troops drank back in the day. It's a must if you want to experience a truly one-of-a-kind cultural mashup.
And Domis de Faria de Villafranco del Guadalhorce, running July 4-6. This is a proper small-town Andalusian fair, vibrant, rustic, and full of heart. Friday kicks off with the Almuerzo para Mayores, a communal lunch honoring village elders. Saturday's highlight is the Sardinar, where espetos, those famous grilled sardines, fill the air with smoky, salty aromas as families gather to share plates by the square.
On Sunday morning, the fair ends on a sweet note with chocolate concheros for breakfast. It's the perfect slice of daily Spanish life. Imagine sitting in a lively square, savoring crispy churros dipped in thick hot chocolate, surrounded by kids laughing and elders reminiscing. And don't forget the garden produce contest, showing off local farmers' best tomatoes, peppers, and more, a reminder of how deeply food and land are woven into these traditions.
Speaking of fairs, Alora's Romer de la Vrille de Flores is said to bring bursts of color and music to the hills. Picture decorated ox-drawn carts, locals in traditional flamenco dresses, and groups singing serranas as they process toward the shrine. It's a moving, joyous event that embodies the Andalusian spirit.
And in Torrotsk, the town's Fiestas de Putrenales in honor of San Miguel bring a mix of day and night festivities, masses, floral offerings, street performances, and live bands playing everything from flamenco fusion to modern pop. It's a festival that fills every street corner with energy.
There's also Velemaga's celebration of Nuestra Señora del Carmen coming up. Expect fishermen's processions where a statue of the Virgin is carried on two boats, surrounded by a flotilla decorated with flowers. The sight of the Virgin sailing along the coast as fireworks light up the sky is unforgettable.
And let's not forget the Feria de Estepona, which continues into the first days of July. This is one of the coast's grandest celebrations, with horse parades, casetas full of dancing, endless tapas, and fairground rides that keep the whole town buzzing late into the night.
These festivals aren't just events on a calendar. They're windows into the culture, passion, and community spirit that make the Costa del Sol so special. Whether you're dancing in a caseta, watching a candlelit procession, or sharing sardines with strangers, you're part of something timeless. And if you're looking for even more ways to soak up local traditions this week, here's what else is happening.
Ronda's Feria de la Virgen del Rosario is bringing horse parades and late-night flamenco to the town's historic streets.
Over in Cáceres, the Feria de la Virgen del Rosario offers colorful rides, food stalls, and live music until the early hours.
In Algarrobo, the San Sebastian Fair features processions through flower-draped streets, traditional dancing, and fireworks.
Meanwhile, Competa's Fiesta La Virgen del Carmen combines solemn processions with lively evenings of music and local wine.
And for something smaller but full of charm, the village of Istan hosts its San Miguel festivities with folk music and traditional tapas. If you're inspired by all these traditions but want to add a bit of adventure to your week, here's our Malaga radio travel tip. A guided day trip to the caves of Nerca and the stunning white village of Frailiana.
The Nerca caves are known as the natural cathedral of the Costa del Sol, massive underground chambers filled with dramatic rock formations that feel like stepping into another world. You'll learn the cave's ancient history and hear stories of the first humans who lived there.
Then you'll wander Frigiliana's cobbled streets, famous for whitewash houses and bursts of colorful flowers, plus a quick stop in Nerca itself for breathtaking views from the Balcón de Europa. The tour includes pickup, drop-off, a guided visit with English-speaking guides, and plenty of time to explore.
You can find more details, including prices, booking links, and everything you need to plan right now at Malaga Radio Travel.
Malaga Radio.
This week, the Costa del Sol isn't just about beaches. It's bursting with art, history, and unique exhibitions that turn any stroll into an inspiring adventure. Let's start with one of Malaga's crown jewels, the Picasso Museum.
Running a week is their special exhibition, Picasso, Dialogues with the Masters. This show explores how Picasso was influenced by and responded to the greats, think Velázquez, Goya, El Greco, with side-by-side displays of classical works and Picasso's modern interpretations. It's a fascinating window into his creative process.
And it's set inside the beautiful Buena Vista Palace, where traditional Andalusian architecture meets contemporary galleries. Even if you visited before, this exhibition adds a new layer of depth to Picasso's story.
Meanwhile, over at the Centre Pompidou Malaga, the bright, multicolored cube near the port, the Utopias exhibition invites you into a world of surreal and thought-provoking installations. You'll find everything from abstract sculptures to interactive pieces, exploring how artists imagine and question perfect societies.
Playful, challenging, and perfect for families with curious kids or adults who want to see something unexpected. And don't forget the rooftop views over the marina, one of the best photo spots in town.
And if you're in the mood for something truly offbeat, check out the Russian Museum collection in the Tabakeler building. Their current show, Russian Avant-Garde, Revolution and Art, dives into the bold experimental works of early 20th century Russian artists who changed the course of modern art.
This exhibition isn't just paintings. It includes film, design, and propaganda posters showing how art and politics collided in revolutionary Russia. It's intense, eye-opening, and a unique chance to see works you won't find anywhere else in Spain.
And then there's CAC Malaga, the Contemporary Art Center, known for edgy, rotating exhibitions that keep the city's creative pulse beating. This week, they're hosting a solo show by multimedia artist Patricia Esquivies, exploring the quirks of Spanish pop culture through video installations and playful storytelling.
Her work is witty, colorful, and makes you see everyday Spanish life from a totally new angle. A must if you want to discover fresh local voices.
Of course, art in Malaga isn't limited to museums. Wander the Soho district and you'll stumble across massive street murals by internationally renowned artists. It's like an open-air gallery, one that changes as new artists leave their mark.
And if you're in Marbella, don't miss the Rally Museum on the Golden Mile. Entry is free, and inside you'll find one of Europe's finest collections of Latin American surrealist art, with paintings and sculptures by Dali, Miró, and other 20th century masters.
These exhibitions remind us why Malaga has earned its reputation as the art capital of southern Spain, a place where centuries of history blend seamlessly with vibrant contemporary creativity.
Coming up, we've got even more cultural experiences in our quickfire list, plus a Malaga radio travel tip that will make art lovers swoon. The Carmen and Baptiste Museum has a gorgeous collection of 19th century Andalusian painting, perfect for a slow morning exploring Malaga's romantic past.
Pop into the Glass and Crystal Museum, where antique stained glass windows and dazzling chandeliers transport you through centuries of craftsmanship.
The Automobile and Fashion Museum blends classic cars with haute couture, including Dior gowns next to 1950s Cadillacs. Talk about unique.
And for something truly quirky, the Museum of Miniatures at Mijas Pueblo packs over 300 tiny treasures into a single room, from shrunken heads to micro paintings on grains of rice.
These quick stops add color and character to any day out, whether you're an art lover or just curious to see something new.
If you're curious about one of Spain's most iconic and controversial traditions, our Malaga radio travel tip this week takes you to the heart of it, with a modern twist. We're talking about the Malagueta Bull Ring Tour, an immersive exhibition. This isn't just a walk through the famous arena, it's a deep dive into the cultural and historical roots of bullfighting, with cutting-edge VR experiences, simulators, and even olfactory displays that recreate the sense of a bull ring.
We'll explore hidden corners of the arena, from the ring itself to the Gate of Triumph, all while hearing stories of famous bullfighters and how this tradition shaped Spanish history. The tour is guided with audio in 6 languages, making it super accessible.
Whether you're fascinated by the pageantry or simply want to understand this part of Andalusia's identity, it's a unique way to experience one of Malaga's most emblematic landmarks.
Find booking links, prices, and everything you need to plan your visit right now at malagaradio.travel.
Coming up next, we'll turn up the volume with music and nightlife, from electrifying concerts under the stars to cozy jazz nights and vibrant beach parties you won't want to miss.
Malaga Radio.
This week on the Costa del Sol, the nights are sizzling with live music. From massive concerts to intimate flamenco shows, there's something for every mood and every beat.
Let's start with a true powerhouse, the Mare Nostrum Fuengirola concert series. Imagine a stage set right by the sea beneath the ancient walls of Sohail Castle, where the moonlight dances on the waves as music fills the night. This week, the Mexican rock legends Molotov take the stage on Saturday, July 5. Expect an electrifying show packed with their iconic blend of rock, punk, and hip-hop, and a crowd that's ready to move.
And Mare Nostrum doesn't stop there. On Sunday, July 6, reggaeton superstar Ozuna brings his infectious beats to the castle stage. His show promises a full-on party atmosphere with massive screens, pyrotechnics, and a set list of global hits that'll keep everyone dancing.
Mandea. Meanwhile, in Marbella, the legendary Starlight Festival continues to be the place where glamour meets music. This week, the Quarry Turn Concert Hall hosts 2 nights with the king of salsa himself, Mark Anthony, on July 3 and 4. His voice soaring through the natural amphitheater under the stars is pure magic.
And then there's Gente de Zona on July 2, bringing Cuban reggaeton salsa rhythms to Starlight's unique stage. Whether you're up front, swaying to the beat, or relaxing in one of the VIP lounges, it's a night you won't forget.
But maybe you're after something more intimate, and nothing says Andalusia like flamenco. Malaga City's tableaux are in full swing this week with daily shows at Teatro Flamenco Málaga, Flamenco Alegría, El Gallo, Ronco, and Vino Mío. Step inside and you'll feel the raw power of footwork, the haunting melodies of Spanish guitar, and the deep soulful cry of the cante. It's an experience that goes straight to your heart.
If you want a different vibe, head to the rooftops. La Terraza de la Rios and Oreo Rooftop are hosting live music sessions as the sun sets over the city, blending stunning views with jazz, acoustic sets, and cocktails. Nothing beats the golden hour with a guitar strumming in the background and the cathedral glowing below.
And for jazz lovers, Clarence Jazz Club in Torremolinos has a stellar lineup this week with performances by the Esther Benit Quartet and Ivan Illich Quartet. Intimate, stylish, and full of soul is the kind of place where the music wraps around you.
Finally, if you want to dance until dawn, Studio Club and True Club in Torremolinos are the heart of the electronic scene. This week features headliners like Sarah Landry and Matthias Tanzmann, bringing pounding techno and house beats to the Costa del Sol's most dedicated dance floors.
No matter your style, salsa, rock, flamenco, jazz, or EDM, the Costa del Sol's music scene this week is a soundtrack to summer nights you'll never forget. And if you're still looking for more places to dance or vibe this week, here's a quick fire round of what's happening.
Axe Beach in Meosconce has pool parties with DJs spinning tropical house beats, perfect for sunset cocktails by the sea.
La Villa Street Food Market in Villajoyosa mixes gourmet bites with free concerts, like the Queen tribute band Kiang lighting up Saturday night. Alorea Rooftop hosts flamenco nights every Wednesday where you can sip sangria as dancers perform against Malaga's illuminated skyline.
And for jazz lovers, Claire's Jazz Club's jam sessions every Wednesday and Thursday bring smooth melodies and surprise guest musicians.
These peaks prove there's no shortage of unforgettable nights out along the coast, whether you want to sway to flamenco, groove to house, or sing along to classic rock anthems.
If you're dreaming of a night out you'll never forget, our Malaga radio travel tip this week is a private clubbing tour to one of Marbella's hottest beach clubs.
This isn't just any night out. It's 5.5 hours of pure luxury. You'll be picked up from your hotel or apartment, whisked away in a private vehicle stocked with drinks, and taken straight to the heart of Marbella's famous beach club scene.
As there, you'll experience a legendary sunset session with live DJ music, cocktails, and the kind of stylish, sun-kissed atmosphere Marbella is known for. Picture champagne flutes catching the last rays of daylight as you dance barefoot in the sand.
It's a complete VIP experience with private transfers, drinks included, and a guide to make sure your night flows perfectly. And it's ideal if you want to immerse yourself in the Costa del Sol's chic nightlife without worrying about taxis or logistics.
Head to Malaga Radio Travel for bookings, prices, and everything you need to plan your ultimate night out. Up next, we're taking you on a delicious journey with food and hospitality, from sizzling beachside grills to pop-up culinary experiences you'll want to taste for yourself.
Malaga Radio.
This week, the Costa del Sol's food scene is sizzling, with beachside feasts, special tasting menus, and pop-up markets offering fresh flavors that celebrate summer.
Let's kick things off at Max Beach in Las Costa. By day, it's a stunning beachfront lounge with ocean views. By night, it transforms into a culinary hotspot with the chefs grilling fresh fish, juicy steaks, and summer-inspired tapas. Pair your meal with their signature cocktails as DJs set a relaxed, Balearic vibe.
Further east in Malaga City, El Tintero 2 is an experience you won't forget. Waiters weave through the terrace with sizzling plates of seafood, calling out dishes like auctioneers. When you hear something you like, maybe garlic prawns or crispy fried anchovies, just wave them over and it's yours. It's fun, chaotic, and delicious.
If you're up for a culinary adventure, don't miss the Atarazanas market in the heart of Malaga. This 19th century market hall is filled with stalls brimming with local cheeses, jamón ibérico, fresh produce, and seafood. Stop for tapas at one of the bars tucked between the stalls, where locals sip cold vermouth and nibble bocarones au vinagre.
Looking for something more refined? Esquina in Marbella's Old Town is a tiny Michelin-starred gem offering creative Andalusian tasting menus in an intimate stone-wall dining room. Expect dishes like repran tartare with citrus foam or roast suckling pig with sweet potato cream, elegant, daring, and unforgettable.
For a different vibe, head to La Plage Cazanis on Marbella's Golden Mile. This chic beach club combines wood-fill ovens, fresh Mediterranean ingredients, and a laid-back seaside atmosphere perfect for long, lazy lunches that turn into sunset dinners.
Finally, this week sees a pop-up night market at La Malagueta, a summer evening event with street food stalls, craft beer, and live music just steps from the beach. Wander between food trucks serving everything from gourmet burgers to fusion tacos, and end your night with churros dusted in cinnamon sugar.
No matter your taste, this week is bursting with flavors that showcase the Costa del Sol's rich culinary traditions and its endless creativity.
And if your appetite still isn't satisfied, here's our quick-fire roundup of more delicious stops this week.
Check out Mercado La Merte in Malaga, a vibrant market packed with tapas stalls perfect for an informal lunch.
Over in Estepona, the Chiringuito Palm Beach is hosting seafood nights with paella cooked right on the sand.
Head to Caselola in Maraga's historic center for traditional tapas like albondigas and bocarones served with cold vermouth.
Or if you're craving a sweet treat, stop by Casa Mira on Calle Larios, famous for its turron ice cream since 1890.
From markets to beachfront grills, this week is full of flavors you won't want to miss.
If you want to taste your way through Malaga like a local, our Malaga radio travel tip this week is a morning guided food tour that's as delicious as it is insightful.
This 3-hour adventure takes you through bustling markets, hidden cafes, and historic tapas bars, with about 9 tastings along the way, from traditional sweets to savory classics like jamon iberico and local olives.
You'll learn the stories behind the city's favorite bites, discover small family-run businesses, and explore the cultural traditions that make Malaga's food seem so unique.
It's all led by an English-speaking guide and covers just 2 easy kilometers on foot, perfect for starting your day with a full belly and a deeper connection to the city.
You'll find prices, booking links, and everything you need to plan this mouth-watering experience at Malabarera Travel.
Up next, we're lacing up our sneakers and diving into our final section, sports and outdoors, with everything from sunrise yoga to high-energy water sports you can jump into this week.
Malaga Radio.
The Costa del Sol is a playground for anyone who loves to move, whether looking to stretch, sweat, or splash into summer.
Let's start early with sunrise yoga on the beach in Marbella. Every morning this week, certified instructors lead gentle flows right on the sand, set to the sound of waves and the glow of the rising sun. It's an invigorating way to greet the day, and you don't need to be an expert. Beginners are absolutely welcome.
Prefer to hit the water, paddleboarding sessions are running daily from La Carihuela in Torremolino. Glide along the coast as the morning light dances on the waves, or join a guided tour at sunset for breathtaking views of Malaga Bay. Boards and basic instruction are included, so all you need is a sense of adventure.
On dry land, hikers can head to the Caminito del Rey, the famous walkway clinging to dramatic cliffs above the Gatenes Gorge. Tours this week depart daily from Malaga, including transport, safety gear, and a guide who shares stories about this once dangerous path, now fully restored and one of Spain's most thrilling walks.
Cyclists aren't left out either. Guided e-bike tours are available around Mijas Pueblo and the surrounding hills, letting you tackle climbs with ease and soak up sweeping views of the coast, olive groves, and whitewashed villages.
If you'd rather watch the action, don't miss the summer beach volleyball tournament happening at Playa de la Malagueta. Matches run from late afternoon into the evening with music, food trucks, and a lively crowd. A perfect way to spend a warm night.
Well, take it up a notch with jet ski safaris departing from Benalmádena Marina. Zip across the Mediterranean at speed, explore hidden coves, and get your heart racing with professional guides ensuring a safe, unforgettable ride.
And for a more serene outdoor moment, guided horseback rides through the Andalusian countryside are running daily near Estepona. Picture trotting past sunflower fields and olive groves as the late afternoon sun turns the landscape golden.
Whether you want calm sunrise stretches, adrenaline-pumping sports, or the simple joy of exploring nature, the Costa del Sol has endless ways to get active this week.
And now for a quick fire list of more adventures, plus a Malaga radio travel tip that'll help you make the most of your time outdoors.
Try sunrise stand-up paddleboard yoga classes at Playa Boyana in Naka, balancing your flow with the waves under a glowing sky.
Join guided rock climbing sessions near El Chorro, where certified instructors will help you tackle limestone cliffs safely. No experience needed.
To go dolphin spotting by kayak off the shores of Estepona, an eco-friendly way to combine wildlife encounters with a great workout.
Or take a coastal e-scooter tour along Marbella's promenade. Fun, fast, and a breezy way to see the coastline without breaking a sweat.
No matter your pace or passion, there's something waiting to make your week on the Costa del Sol unforgettable.
If you're up for an adventure that's a little wild, our Malaga radio travel tip this week is an off-road buggy tour through the rugged hills of Mijas.
You'll climb into a two-seater buggy and roar along winding dirt tracks, splash through shallow rivers, and take in jaw-dropping views of the Mediterranean and surrounding mountains, all with an expert guide leading the way.
It's 2 hours of pure adrenaline, perfect for couples, friends, or anyone wanting to see the Costa del Sol's natural beauty from a whole new perspective.
Safety gear, instruction, and water are included. All you need is a driver's license, comfortable clothes, and a sense of adventure.
Find all the booking details and more at Malaga Radio Travel, and get ready to kick up some dust.
Malaga Radio.
And that's a wrap for episode 25 of the Malaga Radio Weekly Diary, your friendly guide to the best events and experiences on the Costa del Sol from June 30 to July 6, 2025.
Remember, you can listen to this podcast anytime on all your favorite platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and more. Just search for Malaga Radio Weekly Diary.
Or make it even easier by downloading our app, where you'll find live streaming, on-demand episodes, and daily updates to help you plan your perfect day.
And don't forget to visit our blog page at malagaradio.com. And we've got every event we talked about today listed with links, maps, and extra details to make your adventures smooth and memorable at malagaradio.net.
Plus, join us live every morning this summer for Freshly Squeezed on Malaga Radio from 8 to 11 a.m. It's the perfect way to start your day with the latest events, music, and stories from the coast.
Thanks for letting us be part of your week. We can't wait to share more discoveries with you in our next episode. Until then,
hasta pronto,
and happy exploring on the Costa del Sol.
Malaga Radio. Malaga Radio.